does that work?
Oh,
No.
there you are. Yep, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was my bad then.
I thought I did something wrong. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Test.
I accidentally hit a setting. But yeah, I can get you another cigar.
Oh, good. Thanks, man. All right, so looking good, man. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. How you been?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good,
All
man.
right. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so, yeah, welcome everybody. This is a brand new podcast featuring Addicted to Cookie and myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Very exciting. We've been talking about this for a little while. As far as, like, you know, gaming. Everyone's talking to me like, why don't you talk about gaming? Because they know we VR. Yeah, they know we VR. That's what we do. Sorry, I carried away with that raise.
You'll have to throw in your money. we're learning the basics here.
I haven't played poker in ages.
You a gambling man?
Hell no. Can't afford to be a gambling man. Yeah.
Yeah, so now you can just check it through if you want, or unless you want to put a bet on it.
I'll just check it.
You have to hit it twice.
There we go. Alright, this guy knows more about this shit than me. Alright, I already looked at that. Oh, no.
Yeah, a bit of a. I have a bit of a fun side for gambling.
There's a button you can press where it just flicks it up. Oh, there it is. You go like that. There we go. Yep.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best gambling experiences you can get up there. Like I could shoot you right now if I wanted to.
Actually, wait.
Great.
Where's all those extra bits and pieces come up? When do you do that? I can't remember you do that. I did have some things. I can't remember what I had.
Yeah. All right. So, do you want to start off on your topic?
Yeah, sure. So, well, I suppose we should introduce ourselves, or maybe you know, talk a little bit more on that. Yeah, so it's obviously me, Carnage, Uncle Carnage, some people know me as, and my friend Addicted to Cookie. We know each other and have known each other for I don't know, probably not even a year.
At least months.
Yeah, there's months. Oh yeah, it'd be at least 6 months.
Not longer.
6 months or something like that. From Spark. That beautiful game Spark. And that's how we got to know each other, through the Discord, and what do I add to that? Yeah.
You'd have to throw in your chips.
Oh, throw them into there. Why do I keep missing out?
Throw them out like that.
Jesus. I thought I was throwing them out. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see what a great gambler I am. But yeah, so we got to talking in there, and you know, Cookie also is quite an active YouTuber. If you don't know, go check him out. That channel, see right there, Addicted to Cookie. That's how it's spelled. It's out there on YouTube. Give him a like, follow, share, all that stuff. It is yeah, great content. I always try and keep up with the videos. See what's going on. They're informative, man. They're informative. There we go. I got a ladder. Yeah. So you know, like this game, for instance, we'll try and educate you guys as I learn what we got to do here in this, how to make this game work. So how that materialize that, we'll work that out.
Yeah, like yourself a cigar maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cheers, man. And that's it. We're just gonna have a podcast cigar here.
That led her to some good use. Yeah. So
nice,
this is our studio for now, while we are currently building, or while I have somebody building us one that we can do in Rec Room.
Yes.
Which will be another very exciting experience to be able to enjoy.
Yes. So we will get.
Now, this is great, man.
Yeah, I think so.
Smoking,
yeah. Cool. The view.
Yeah, the great beyond.
We're on a yacht too, so if you didn't know, people, we're on a yacht. I'm on a yacht. Yeah, so this is beautiful. This is perfect. Yeah, we could deal with this if we had to, and I suppose the good thing too, we could have guests come in. We could have guests that have VR.
I think they should spawn somewhere here, but
yeah. Yeah, perfect.
It's
so
definitely
who knows?
a great game to socialize, and you know, VR you get a little bit more immersive with stuff. You can you know, 100%. Obviously, like I could give you a high five right now. I could,
yeah, give us some of that. Give us some of that action.
Duck.
Yeah, high five.
Look at that.
Yeah, duck.
Yeah, living a good, nice, and simple life, you know? And,
beautiful. That's what you want.
Before I get into my game, I'd have to say this is an honorable mention for me.
Yes.
And if you guys don't know the topic today, it's favorite games from consoles to VR players. So I'm a more VR-sided YouTuber.
You're the VR man?
Gamer in general.
Yep.
And he's more of a console gamer.
Console gamer.
We're going to talk about our different favorite console and VR games.
Because we've got to also make mention too, I think, that there is an age difference between you and I too, which is also explanatory of why you know, you're going to be more pro on the VR and me console, because that's what I was brought up with. And my topic today is actually going to go back with a bit of nostalgia for gaming for me too. So yeah, it's going to be cool.
It's always a good thing. I have a lot of games that were made before my time, and they are some amazing games.
Yep, definitely. And that's the thing too. We can find out from each other games that we've missed out on. Oh, yeah. Jeez, that's.
So you think we should start off with the console side or VR side?
Oh, we can start with you. We can start with you with a VR game.
All right. So VR games. Of course, this is an honorable mention. Another great VR game that is not making today's video but still needs a mention is Breachers. One of the best Rainbow Six Siege VR copies that you can get out there. Very, very fun, very interactive, and communities overall very nice and not that toxic. Reminds me a lot of the Spark community, actually, because the Spark community, you didn't have like kids running around saying gamer words, which
not really, no. Yeah, it was pretty good.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, it was pretty good all in all. You got the occasional kid singing Fortnite songs and stuff, but it was that's why I hung around, because you know we had a good variety of players too, from little kids through to people my age and older, and I'm 40 next year. Scary thought for everyone, but definitely a versatile game as far as players, man. Yeah, which is really, really good. It shows what sort of game it is in that regard. Yeah. No, but no, Breaches. So that's like your Rainbow Six of VR, yeah? Am I right in saying that or wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, you've gone silent again, Cookie. You've gone silent again.
That is why I hit my mic button. My bad.
Alright, so Breaches. Is it the Rainbow Six of VR?
It is essentially Rainbow Six. So it is bomb defusal. If you want, you could also consider it Call of Duty now, because Call of Duty has search and destroy and all that stuff. But I consider it more Rainbow Six Siege than anything.
Yep.
It is a very fun game. They've been doing good with their updates. It is still a relatively new game, so there are still some bugs, which I've actually discovered my fair share of. But it's overall very, very good game.
Yeah, no. Look, they all come with bugs. I expect that with VR, and it is what it is. You know, it's only going to get better.
I would say it's a harder business than other games, because even though you're not working on like graphics, it's still super hard. Like, you got to build all these like different 3D models and all that stuff. Like from the cigar to just these poker chips and their designs.
Like I'm blowing rings. It's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, it's such a big, like, wide change. It's just crazy to think about. However, Breachers is not the game I am referring to today. That is one of the best games of VR out there.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I wanted to touch on it anyway. It's such a great game.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I want to talk
Honorable
about
mention.
today, more on highlight, is a game called Ghost of Tabor.
Yes.
Which is your Escape from Tarkov VR copy.
Yep.
I've been putting so many hours into it. It's one of the most fun games I've played probably this year, and like I've played Breachers when it came out, and I played Walking Dead Sinners Chapter 2 when it came out, and this has probably put it over the top for me.
Oh, nice.
From their social interactions that you can have in the game, like telling some kid to get on the ground and drop all of his crap, or even to I was actually playing with a friend today, and we found a guy. He ran into the building. I grabbed my full auto 12 gauge shotgun. I put it around the corner. I just let all 15 rounds go out.
Love it.
I missed every single bullet, but boy, was it funny to watch. And
Love
that's the thing with VR. Like,
you can do things like that. Yeah,
it's like social, and it's
it's
just so stupid.
You can have a laugh. You can be silly. You can be yourself. Yeah, definitely. And like even like what we do here, like we're waving hands around, we're holding cigars and whatnot. It's good. It gives more personality to the characters playing.
Absolutely.
Because
and like you can even see probably not right now, but you can usually see our mouths move when we talk as well, and that's another VR thing. Sometimes you can.
Sometimes.
It depends the game, not buggy.
Depends the game. Yeah, it depends the game. But no, I love that too. What was I gonna say? The Ghost of Tabor. Yeah, no, I've been watching heaps of videos of YouTube creators that I follow, yourself and a couple of others, and it looks hilarious. I think that's for me probably, if I'm gonna purchase a game for VR anytime soon, that's gonna be the one, because I want my value for money if I'm spending good money.
Yeah, exactly.
So that has been on my sort of on my list, sort of wish list of if I'm gonna get anything, that'll be the one. So
I would
great
definitely recommend Ghost of Tabor for any new person to VR. It could be a bit of like a wake-up call to like what you need to do and all that stuff, and people might be like a little bit hammering on you. But overall, it's just so fun. Like when you get in with a group of your friends, just run in.
I watched your video the other day where you let that guy live at the start, and then you just go around and smoke everybody else. I was like, oh man, imagine if that guy from the start comes back and kills you. Wouldn't you be pissed?
And that's another thing. Like you never know what like people's intentions are. You kind of just gotta expect, like, I let this guy live. I'm sure he's gonna respect it and let me.
He did too. I thought, he could be one of those like kids that sort of is like, fuck that guy. But you gave him a gun, which you probably needed for the next battle, but you managed to survive.
Yeah. And I've tried doing that a few times, and actually I've never been like betrayed once. Like, and
nice.
I feel like that's pretty nice to know. Like,
that is pretty cool.
You let some kid live, and he's not gonna like pepper you in the back with a gun.
Nice.
Which is very nice, and I would say a little bit on the heartwarming side, because you never know the intentions of people, and when you have somebody with genuinely good intentions, it makes the game all that better.
Yeah, I've made heaps of friends. Like yourself, is a great example of making friends on VR, which I generally make friends wherever I go, but I think I make friends faster and more of them on VR than I have anywhere else, to be honest.
So, my life philosophy, and so I also make friends like relatively easy. Like when I was a kid, I could like go to a playground and I'd be friends with like half the people there within an hour. I was like that kind of kid. And it's something my mom really appreciates about me. But like just in VR, like you have like getting to meet random people. It's kind of just like a different take. Like and with console, like, you don't really get to see their intentions. Like, they could be flipping you off behind the camera, or like muting their mic and like cussing you out or something.
That's right.
With VR, it's a little bit harder, and you can kind of see when people are doing that.
Yep, exactly.
And it just makes it a whole lot nicer when you get to talk to some kid and like they're like nice to you, and they have a friendly conversation. Even not kids, like yourself. I've met other people that are amazing people.
Yeah, same. There's quite a community of really good players and people out there that I've got a lot of time for.
Yeah, we could probably make a list of just all the amazing people out there. Like,
easily.
So many, man.
They can all get. I think we shout them out as the games that we talk about. Refer to them or whatever. So. That's it. So if you're listening to the podcasts and you know us through the gaming world, there's a chance you might get shouted out. Beware.
Yeah, Ghost of Tabor, you see me trying to pull you over for a speeding ticket, just ask nicely to.
That's right. If you see this name coming at you, there's a chance you're gonna live. It's not always doom and gloom.
The only reason why you're gonna see my name is if I killed you, or if you killed me.
Yeah.
Got close enough so I could see you. There's only so many options. Any game you guys see us in, give us a hello or something.
That's it.
Bite too much.
Same. Yeah, I'm always I'm usually streaming on PlayStation, on Twitch these days.
I see all those streams, man.
I'm always jumping on there for different games, but I see people pop in all the time, but nobody speaks. It's like, come on, just let me know you're there. Because I can see that there's viewers, but I was like, I have no idea who those people are unless they speak.
I actually watch a lot of your streams, and the issue
with what mine is
that it doesn't. Well, sometimes it is me. Sometimes I'm probably asleep. I'll like drop in, but I don't have the Twitch app, and I'm watching.
So you can't chat.
So I'll just be like.
I didn't consider that.
It won't let me like text
interact. Gotcha.
Otherwise, I 100% would. And,
because there's Pokemon to catch, there's sound buttons, there's all sorts of shit now. I've been tweaking that stuff for some interaction. It's a bit of fun. Yeah, right. I never realized that. I never realized you could actually do that. I don't know which one that is. Yeah, I thought you could only sort of go through the Twitch app, because I've had like family members like, I don't know how to work it. I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's for people who know what they're doing. But don't have the Twitch app. It's
There's loads of opportunities nowadays. Like this is a little bit off topic, but did you see that one game? I forget what it's called. It's called Unrecord. It's like one of the most realistic shooters I've ever seen.
Ooh, Unrecord. Is that VR?
No, it's a PC game they're making,
PC game.
And it looks so realistic, man.
Unrecord. Okay. Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out.
Super realistic.
Yeah, cool.
It's scary how realistic games are getting nowadays.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I was watching YouTube the other day, and I was watching a video. I thought was it was one of those. I can't remember which. It might have been. It was one of the games that's also been adapted to film, and they use the same characters in the games. But I thought I was watching the TV show video, but it was actually from the game. I was like, holy shit! It wasn't like there was something that gave it away. But I was watching for a good 5 minutes before I realized I thought I was watching actual real life stuff, and
man.
I was like, wow, that's some quality, video game. What do you call that? Just production. It's just top notch. I wish I could remember what it was. I don't know if it was one of the Walking Dead ones or something like that. It was maybe something with zombies, but I think that was what gave it away. The zombies. I'm like, aha, okay, yeah. They were a little bit off, but
I don't think those are real.
Yeah, no, that's not someone in makeup. That's CGI. Right. I told you right here what you got, eh? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so No, definitely seen lots of videos of Ghost of Tabor and some really, really funny stuff you can do, and it's really involved with the weapons, the ammunition, reloading. I noticed you like picked up magazines that were similar to what you needed at one point. You're trying to jam it in a gun. You're like, this is the wrong magazine. Shit. And you know, it's sort of like that's a real life survival sort of something that's gonna happen. You know, to the average person, unless you're like, you know your shit really well.
And so that was also like one of my like early games. Now I can like see something, I'm like, yeah, that's not the mag I need. And, like walk away.
Yeah, it's similar to like I'm playing Fallout again, Fallout 4, and there's a lot of different weapons, a lot of different types of ammunition, and you can only carry a certain amount of stuff before you become over encumbered and you can't run. So you know you start getting selective of what you pick up, and you know what you can, you know what you need and what you don't. So yeah, no, I've really gotten good at knowing all my calibers and stuff like that. For that, and yeah, you can almost spot it. You know, you can spot something that, oh, that's special, or that's something I need. Whereas before, I was just picking everything up, just like yep. Like
and so that's kind of how Ghost of Tabor is like. There's like 30 different ammos for like all the different guns. Like you have 12 gauge buckshot, birdshot, and then
really
regular,
nice. I never noticed that.
And then so the 3 basic ammos is standard, tracer, and then armor piercing.
Oh, so rad.
You have all these different ammo types, and then all these different guns that you get to use, and it can become overwhelming, man.
Yeah, but I like that that variety and that real versatility of like just a single gun can have several types of ammunition. That's, you know, which is realistic. You know, if you were out there and you were scavenging around for ammunition, you know, yeah, you're gonna get all different types. That's really thinking about it, eh? So yeah, that's the type of shit I appreciate about shooter games, when they've got, you know, really involved with it like that. I like it. And did I notice you can put were you putting rails and stuff on, like scopes and
yeah, so along with the different guns, there's also attachments that you can add. So like for AK-47s, you can put a rail, so you can actually put a sight on top. You have you can put lasers on the different things. Like I got an M416, you can put grip, laser, flashlight, sight, suppressor.
Yeah.
It's so diverse in how how the gameplay is. It's insane to think about.
Sorry. I'm going again. Jeez. Oh, gosh.
It happens to the best of us.
Jeez, I think that's the first time I've sneezed in VR. Oh. My eyes went funny. Alright, what am I doing here? Press that button. No, it's probably the dust inside the headset. I haven't been on here in such a long time. It took us so long to get set up, ladies and gentlemen. We're like, yeah, we went to start like an hour ago. But anyway, we're rolling nicely now.
Yeah, very nicely.
But yeah, no, I noticed that when in one of the recent videos you were playing, watching you put stuff on the gun, I'm like, oh my god, that's also just a whole another element that I think is just rad. So I keep saying I've got to get back into this. I've got to. I want to sort of also get my streaming to this sorted. It is actually easier to do it with a VR.
Oh really?
With these headsets, yeah. With the Quest headsets, the Oculuses. Yeah, that's. I think you got to run it through a computer, but you don't need a strong computer. Like a laptop's fine. Like it's actually.
And that's what makes me upset, because my laptop actually broke not too long ago.
That's right.
So I had to get like a summer job, and like I wasn't able to watch your streams as much. I wasn't able to do a lot of YouTube stuff.
Damn, man.
And one of the biggest things is that with my videos, I don't edit them.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot edit them. My computer was so bad. I could not use, like opening and editing software. So it was rough for me, man.
So in that respect, were you just doing takes until you were happy with it, or just whatever came out is what you got, or?
So it really depends on the video. Like I can like the Ghost of Tabor videos. Like if I think I went through the first one I did, it was like 3 takes because the first 2 times the first time my game was super laggy, so I had to restart my headset. And the second time was like, I spawn in, I start talking, all of a sudden this guy rounds the corner and just unloads on me. I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah.
It was rough, but
yeah.
It really depends. If I get a good enough first take, I'll use it. And I don't know if you know the game I'm talking about, but the battle talent videos I did.
Yep. Battle talent. Yep.
Some of those I put in just so you know, like I'm making progress, but some of those videos took like 15 takes. I'm not even kidding.
Yep.
Around the course of like 8 hours, I was trying to beat 1 level, and that was the demo. I was like, oh my goodness, are you serious?
Damn.
But I got it done, and I may have went a little bit psychopathic on that, but
hey, it is what it is.
Like stabbing the boss, I'm like, you
suck. I was like, he's on this again, just getting his frustration out. Although you just it's a good source of anger management in some of these games like that battle talent. Hell yeah, and it can be fun. You just get lost in the violence. It's just like, more. They still come.
Man, it's part of the game.
I always get carried away with the violence. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been.
It really depends on the game to see how like mellow or intense you need it to be.
Yeah.
Battle talent, Ghost of Tabor, Breachers, are all pretty like high intensity games, but like this. I wouldn't say is as intense. Like you can kind of hang out. Like I can talk to you or somebody else here. I can talk to them, and like we can enjoy a game of poker like we are right now. And it kind of just works out.
Yeah.
And that's another one of the things I really appreciate about like not only this game but VR in general is that like almost any atmospheric like scenario you're in, you're gonna find somebody to talk to, have fun with.
Oh yeah,
dominate,
definitely.
Suck together. It's really just what happens.
Damn straight. I've actually had heaps of people in this game. Like I usually just go into the just into the casino and just roam around and go from game to game sort of thing. And you end up just talking to random strangers, and they always seem nice. They're just in there, just chilling, not doing anything sort of super crazy, just having a good time. Always happy for a chat. It's really cool, man. I'm always meeting wild. Like I think I've got more friends and followers on VR, which I'm rarely on anymore, than I do on PlayStation, where I spend most of my time. It's crazy.
Yeah. And that is just another thing. Like you can, like as you stated earlier, you can find people anywhere.
There's always someone. Yeah, that's right.
You're
There's
in the
always
pits
someone
of
on.
Nom, you're gonna find someone. You're gambling with somebody, you're gonna make friends with them, and that's how I met a lot of the friends I have on this game. Actually, is through like the random gaming system.
Yep. It's good like that because they're all over the world as well. So that's one thing I'll always like. Oh, where are you from? Where are you? And we're here together, but I'm Australia. You're in America. It's crazy how far away we are, the time difference and everything. But like we're able to just hang out.
I think it was like a 6-hour flight. It was. I did the research.
Oh, is it? It's only 6 hours. I thought it was like a 24-hour flight. I thought it was a lot longer.
No, because when the globe connects, we're just like right there. It's the
probably depends on which way you go. If you go the wrong way, it's a 24-hour flight.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you're literally flying around the world.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a short time. Yeah. And that's I also kind of like that. Like in games in general, you can usually find that like I met some people from Australia like through not only like Discord, but like through like I don't know, Roblox. Like I've met people from Britain in Roblox, and they have like a horrid time zone I can't keep track of.
Grab this coffee. Oh, yes. Yeah, no.
Your coffee.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting because I've got a real one in my hand as well.
Yeah. Double-handed.
There is a double fist in it. Really need to wake up.
Yeah, it's even if there's like different time zones, like for you it's like 10 in the morning, right, or something.
Yeah, it's 10:33.
Yeah,
currently.
And it's 7:33 for me. And that's a great part, because like you can meet up with someone, they can sound as alive as ever. Like you sound like you've been up for like 8 hours straight.
I didn't get much sleep. I went to bed pretty late last night. Like I was talking to you at 1 a.m. I came back and played a bit more Fallout, and then mucked around. It might have been 3 a.m. before I really shut my eyes. But and then I was like, oh, I gotta get up early. We're gonna podcast tomorrow, and yeah, I remembered it, but then forgot, and then remembered, and then I was like, shit, what time is it? And then I forgot we had we were minding my friend's son, who's in here with us playing PlayStation. Hello, Ryan. Say hello. Ryan, I hope he's still there. Ryan, wait, he's got headphones on, you can't hear me. Hello. Say hello. No, he's too enthralled in what he's doing. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. He just chills here and plays PlayStation. He's 16, I think.
Same age as me.
There you go. No, he's a cool dude. He would join the podcast, but he's not much of a talker.
That's okay. I've met a few people, even in Spark, who don't talk a lot, and we still have fun.
Yeah, everyone's different. And like people are surprised when I talk about you all the time, and then I tell them how old you are. They're like, they just give me a strange look, and I'm like, you're the same age as my son. Like my son's actually 16 as well. Aiden, and they're like, you're weird, and I'm like, well, it's one of those things. I'm probably a little bit immature for my age, and you're a bit mature for your age, so we sort of meet somewhere in the middle. That same sort of level. It's perfect. So, but I get on with everybody. That's the thing. If you didn't know, here's a bit of fun. I was thinking about this. A little chocolate chip of information for the I was. Some people may or may not know, but I was a martial arts instructor for a lot of years, for like 6 years. I was an instructor for martial arts, and so that's where I can talk to anybody. That's where I developed that skill. Yeah. It wasn't a natural. Well, I sort of was. That's why I ended up being one. But yeah, developed. Just talking to people, teaching people things too. But yeah, you'll see some things come out of me that directly come from being a black belt and a martial arts instructor, a taekwondo instructor for so many years. But yeah, fun fact for y'all. There you go. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, now I feel obligated to share a fun fact of myself.
Yes, come on. What do we got?
And so I'm gonna do this for my 100 subscriber video because I still haven't done it. Yeah, I procrastinate quite a bit, and also the people I was planning on recording my 100th video with turned out to be busy for quite a bit. But I will tell you guys the origin of my name, Addicted to Cookie. So, yes. My name beforehand, before I was addicted to Cookie or anything, it actually used to be a person called Top Hat Gaming, and so I had like a little top hat. When I played Roblox, I had some goofy looking rainbow top hat. It was quite a bit of fun.
Nice.
So I'm looking myself up on my on YouTube because my phone was being dumb that day, and I wasn't the first person to pop up. The first person to pop up was this guy named the Top Hat Man or something. Top Hat something.
Yep.
And I was like,
damn.
That really sucks.
It does.
So eventually I was playing Roblox with my my cousin, and I looked at his name, and what was his name?
Oh, you told me
his
this.
His name was his name was Addicted to Chocolate Milk, and I was like, you know what?
Right.
I like that name. So I think like 8 months later or something, like I was top at gaming for a while, but finally I was like, you know what? It's time to do a channel rebrand, if you will. So that's how Addicted to Coke was born. It was not
that's
actually
what, Cookie. Told me this. Yeah.
So I changed my name to Roblox to Addicted to Coke. And so I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, this is a pretty cool name. And then later down the line, I thought to myself, I was like, if I do ever become I always assume I'm gonna make it in life because, you know, I like to be in a
You've
good
got to.
mindset for things.
You've got to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, you know, if I ever get in trouble, Coke is gonna sue me for having Coke in my name. So I'm like, okay, what can I do?
Or a future employer may be like, you're addicted to Coke, I see.
Yeah.
What,
and so,
please explain.
I wasn't, and so my thought, I never thought of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought of the drink.
Of course.
Else,
it's innocent.
However,
it's innocent.
You know,
yeah.
The more broader popularity people thought cocaine, and I was like,
yeah. Ah, damn.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so I was like, okay, what's something that I can keep, I like, and then most importantly, I won't get copyright strike for. And then I was like, what if I add an extra O? Because another thing that I was struggling with when finding a name was the character limit. So, in most games, it is a, and it varies from game to game, but the most important one I was playing at the time, which is Rec Room, great VR game. Definitely suggest checking it out, which is also on console and stuff.
It is now on console, yeah. But you need to have VR headset for that. Just a disclaimer there for people that think they can just go get Rec Room and be playing on the console. No, it doesn't work that way. You need a PSVR headset. My dumb ass went and downloaded it thinking, oh, I can just play. But anyway, go on.
No, you actually can just play it on console.
You can just play it? Oh, okay, because like...
Yeah, you can literally just play it on console.
When I tried to play it, it was like, requires the VR... I'll have another look. I don't think it's in my library. I'll have to have a look. But I've got it on here anyway. Yeah.
So, oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Sorry. Focusing on the game as well.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
So, yeah. So, there's all this different stuff. And
spilled my coffee.
Rec Room. So, there was a 15 character limit on Rec Room, right? I was trying to think because Addicted to, that is 10 characters long. So I was like, what can I get that is 5 characters long that won't kill me? And then I was like, you know what? Cooke E.
Cooke E.
Cooke
Just
E.
Yep.
So
yeah,
it's
done.
Cookie, but there's no I. And people make fun of that all the time.
Oh yeah. I told you my phone, I had my headphones in when you rang, and it because I wasn't looking at my phone, it announced the call as hang on, let me addicted to Cooke, like it just said Cooke, and I'm like, oh okay, yep, cool.
That sounds like my friend.
Because it's like Siri that says it. It's like this weird voice. So I was like, okay, cool, answer. It was hilarious.
But people say it like that. They'll say Cook. I'm like, no, it's Cooke E.
Yeah, it's like, come on, people. Like, as soon as I saw it, I knew what it meant to say.
I was like, because there's a 15 character limit.
Especially when you've got your cookie picture next to it, it makes it very obvious. But yeah, like as soon as I saw it for the first, I'm like, addicted to Cookie. I like it. At first, I thought it said Coke, and then I was thinking, I'm like, oh no, Cookie. Fair enough. A bit more innocent than what I thought it was.
That happens with most people, so.
Yeah. But then I corrected myself and noticed. Yeah. So I was like, oh, cool. Plus, I think I rolled into a game where someone was yelling at you. a clan leader that was having a bad day that day.
Yeah, good times.
Good times. We know the game.
That day was pretty bad. Oh, hey, look.
Yeah, I was like, it was awkward because like I didn't know what to do. I didn't really know you.
I think that happened on camera as well.
It did. I was recording. I was recording when that happened.
Were you?
Yeah, man. I was recording. I literally was like, "Hey, everybody, we're gonna go into Spark." I go in, drop into the lobby. Everyone's there, just like there's noise, and then he starts giving it to you. I'm like, "Oh well." Drama straight off the bat.
My kind of people.
I think that was right before I recorded like my Knives Only video. Yeah, which was quite a popular video.
Oh, dude, I actually did Knives Only myself.
Yeah, I saw that.
That
was nice.
One I have concluded that if you are a legendary player and you play Riding Battle with Knives Only, it is very much impossible.
Riding Battle. Never thought of doing Riding Battle with knives. That's just insanity.
Do not do it. If you,
nah.
I know you're a legendary player. You're ranked high up. You're like top 10. You will never win.
If you're allowed to throw Molotovs, it could be doable if you had Molotovs and knives. Maybe you'd have to hide around the buildings and stuff. No, I'm gonna give it a go. Well, that's the thing too. When you're a legendary player, if you didn't know this, people that play Spark, you get legendary bots that verse you, which sucks sometimes because
you get paired with bronze bots too. You get paired with the worst bots in the game.
Yeah, but like if you've got an average or low rank player on your opposite team, they get bots that suit their play style or their level. So they're getting kills on all your bots like left, right, and center, whereas their bots are one-shotting you through walls and shit. It's like, man, this doesn't become fair all of a sudden. It's where you got to play really smart. It's where you get to work that out and exploit a little bit where the bots run, and things like that. I was only explaining that to someone the other day.
To learn bot paths, because if you got their spawns locked down, you know where everyone's going. You're controlling. That's
right. The only thing you got to worry about is the players, really. To the point where like you can throw a Molotov and it's going to hit somebody because they're always there. Things like that.
Yeah.
I don't
know if you know this because this happened fairly recently, but you're aware of user 1961, right? The guy who
Yeah. What's going on with him?
Who was I'm gonna call him a terrorist. He was not a terrorist at all, but he was kind of the terror of Spark for a while.
He was. He was tearing it up like crazy.
And so here's the thing.
Came out of nowhere too. Came out of nowhere, just went.
Yeah. So here's the thing I understand with Spark now, due to him playing the game. You don't need to be good at the game. You just need to be good
I was thinking about this.
And just play a lot, and you'll get to where he is at. Because I think I found out he was averaging like 16 hours a day or something.
Wow, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, he was definitely playing a lot.
Just grinding the shit out of it. Yeah.
Yes, and I've gone against him plenty of times. I've lost like twice because I joined super late. So
we were getting him dropping in on us a few times too, and we initially we're like, but he was dropping in with other decent players as well, so it sort of made their team a bit more formidable.
Okay.
But we were still winning the games, you know what I mean? So at the time it was like, ooh, because he's like number 1 on the leaderboard. But you're right, because I legit was thinking about this while I was driving around this week back at work for the first time in a month. About Spark. I was thinking about Spark because I was thinking about the podcast, what we're going to talk about, and the fact, I was telling someone, last time I looked, I was in the top 10. I'll probably drop back down again, but I know I can get back on, grind for a little bit, and then get above, this person or that person, whatever, with a couple of 100 points if I play Gold Royale or whatever. And that's got me thinking, number 1, he's just putting more time in than everyone else, really. That was like Sao Galaxy. Sao Galaxy was up there for a lot. I think he still is. He was the same. He told me, because I talked to him a little bit, the reason why he was grinding so hard, there was a blizzard and he got snowed in for like weeks. Just like nothing better to do but play VR. So that's all he did was just play VR. Morning, noon, and night, because he had nothing else to do.
With Galaxy, he's different.
He's a good player, though.
Yeah, he's not bad. Like, he can beat User. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but User actually changed his username to his actual username now.
Oh, okay.
So I don't
What's
know
he
what
called
it
now?
is. It's some
I'll have to
name.
check it out. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but he actually showed up his real name.
Yeah,
I
right.
thought that was really interesting. I'm like, at first I was like, who the heck is this guy? And then I was like, oh wait, that's User.
Yeah, wow.
That's crazy to me. Like, he finally changed his name to
cool.
something I can know him by.
Yeah, because you can't change it for a while to begin with, can you? You got to wait a certain amount of time if you want to change your username.
Yes,
I believe. So yeah, no, that's interesting. And man, I've pretty much on that game especially, like unless they're a little kid or something, I pretty much friend anyone and everyone. If I get a friend request, yeah, no worries. To the point where I started to have to go through, and it's a shame you can't have more friends on that particular game, but I'll friend them on Meta. Otherwise.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much friends with everyone from that game, hey, that I've ever played with, really.
So you want to know a funny story?
Yeah.
I didn't know when I started that there was a friend limit. So,
yeah.
I said in a video once, like, if you see me in a game, friend me, I'll accept you.
Yeah.
So I started accepting friend requests left and right, and so eventually I start clicking and it says you cannot friend anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? I slip over to friend and it says 50 out of 50. I'm like,
damn.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
I
a problem.
just looked at it for like 5 straight seconds. I was like, huh.
Oh no.
So now I have like, I'm not even kidding, like 200 friend requests.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So, now I only keep people I know, like OG players, players I had like a good connection with, like you. I mean, you're OG player. I played a lot with you. You know. You're
you start to like cull your list down. Hey, like I'm the same. The OGs and the people that you actually talk to regularly or are regularly on the play with. Like, man, I've even had to suck into the point like, hey, look, I love you, bro, but I haven't played with you in ages. I'm just gonna for now. But like, they're all friends with me on Meta, so that's the thing. I also friend them on Meta as well. I don't just friend them on the game because people play other games, Yeah, and yeah, like I went across the Population 1 for a little bit. That was some fun. That was some fun.
Now it's filled with sweats. So.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much Fortnite on speed, like that game.
I agree.
Like, man, that's why I enjoyed it so much because I do play Fortnite as well. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. That game's nostalgic for me a little bit in the fact that I had hernia surgery, had to have 2 weeks off lying on my back, so I played that pretty much non-stop. Made some really great friends that I visited and stuff like that, and become lifelong friends with. Know that their children, met their kids and stuff. So yeah, really cool. And then did my back as well another time, and again had to spend 2 weeks on my back. Also, just ended up. Oh, I found all my stuff. Oh, there it is. Hey, all my stuff. Hey,
I found it. Nice.
Yeah. So that's why I got a soft spot for Fortnite. But yeah, when that game came out, I was just like, oh my god, fucking nuts. And the harmonicas, like what the hell, so fun, so fun. There's a video of me just pretty much playing harmonica the whole time, trying. There was a thing. I just met some randoms. They're like, hey, this is what we're doing. We're like the medics, and all we're gonna do is carry a knife and a harmonica, and we just got to keep people alive and see how long we can play music for. It's like, all right, cool. Yeah, so that's another thing I love about it. You just find some random weirdos like yourself and myself, and you can just muck around, not be too serious about it. But yeah, Fortnite's got the same amount of sweats these days too. You don't really see me playing the sweaty games. Zero build's great. It makes it more like Call of Duty in that regard. Puts it more down to shooting skill and movement skill. Yeah, you got to have more movement skills and you be more aware and be able to use all your. But it's very in depth now too, because I've had a heap of mates join me on there now that haven't played that game for a year or so and been playing COD or whatever. and all the different things that you can get now. Like you can ride animals, and there's dinosaurs you can ride, and boars and wolves, and
crazy, man.
The weapons are constantly evolving, getting different weapons. Where thermal DMR. I'm a sniper. It's my jam.
I love that gun when it was out.
Oh, it's so good. As soon as I get it, I go and upgrade it to gold, and it's on like Donkey Kong. I don't need any other weapon. As soon as I get that one, and everyone knows they can just give me a green one or whatever, and I'll go sort it out with some gold and upgrade that shit. And basically, I'm Overwatch. I'll be making sure, keeping an eye on the horizon, make sure no one's coming to sneak up on us, and and where you get the old third-party action going, and you're going up and just like taking people out from the side. It's good, and I'm getting way better at it too. The more I've been playing it, I've been playing Fallout 4 has been my game at the moment. Another nostalgic one for me. I was playing that before Fortnite, but I've just gotten my power armor, and but I got a sniper with a good scope pretty early on, and man, just not really using the automatic triggering stuff, just free sniping bad guys from like across the map and shit. It brings me back to Spark, doing that shit in Spark with people, and
absolutely.
Then getting back to the lobby and getting called cheater. Like, you fucking cheating, man. What the fuck? I'm like, if there was a way to cheat on this game, I'd love to know about it. I don't think there's a possible way of doing it. Like, it's such a compliment to be called a cheater in that game. Then I'll explain. It's like, hey, you're a very predictable player. People run the same fucking... Or as soon as they spawn, they just run out into the open. It's like, hey, bows. Yeah. I don't know about you. Do you stand up or do you sit down when you play?
I actually stand up when I play.
You stand up? Yeah, gotcha. Yep. So when you're playing, are you plugged in as well?
To
power or not usually?
Right now I'm not plugged in. Speaking of which, I do actually need to plug
in. I just thought of it too. I'm like, shit, we've never been going for an hour and I haven't plugged in, but I do have a lead ready. Actually, I'll see if I can just reach it from here real quick.
Let me
it is.
Grab my cord from downstairs real quick.
I've just found mine. I'm just gonna... Actually, no. Yep, that's it. Alright, so now it looks like he's asleep. Yeah, even the eyes are closed on the avatar. That's hilarious. I don't think it times out on this one, so we should be good. In the meantime, we'll take a little video. We're gonna... Oh, take a photo. We got this then. Give him a little... Oh, flip over. Here we go. Can we turn that around? Well, we got 3 of a kind. Yeah. Actually, can we do a selfie with this? Hey? I don't know if it's gonna... Sort of got the side of my big nose face. Oh no. Let's try this one. Like this. Hey! There we go. Beautiful. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Alright. Looks like I won that one. Oh, kicking 50. Oh, we got 15 minutes. Alright. That's cool. 15 minutes dinner. So, I worked out that... Oh, this one. There we go. The old... This side. We got... Utilities. Grab... Oh. Don't want that one. We want... Utilities. Right. Oh, look at that. Hand rankings. If you didn't know, these are the rankings of poker. So you get all sorts of things in this map. Let's see if we can... Alright, that skill. And I'll just balance my light on. Up. Top. Woo! Alright. So here's your rankings if you're not sure on how to play poker. Best hand, down to worst hand. So very handy. You can even leave that out on the table. I'll just move my little selfie stick and camera. Alright, so it's got everything. Prop that up there so it's nicely there. Or I could like prop it up here and block the person next to me's face if I don't like the way that look. I'm just explaining the game to people while you were gone there, Cooke. And taking some... Oh, the photos disappeared. I was taking photos of this. So there you go. You get your hands there. So you can put that anywhere you like if you're unfamiliar with that sort of shit. But it does tell you down here anyway while you're playing. You can't really... It's sort of like poker for dummies, really. Managed to make a bit of a stack. Alright, what else we got? Yeah, I don't have bugger all stuff. Bugger all stuff at all. I got to, I got stuff in the lobby, I think, but I haven't played this heaps. Woo! Oh, pistol tricks. Feel like we're back in Spark. What?
Like to give it a go?
Let's see. So, whoop. Oh, the backwards flip.
You need some
forwards flip.
You need some ammo
Spin.
with your
Oh, it needs ammo.
revolver, man.
Oh, look at that. There's nothing in there. We should play some
Alright, so there's our little ad break, I guess.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back.
We are back with more Cooke Carnage. Alright, so let's throw in our little cards. Yeah, it's loaded. It's loaded. Just like this. Right.
Alright.
Whoop, I knocked over my tower.
We explained the VR side of gaming. Now it's time for the screen side.
Let's go back to a little screen, a bit old school. Yeah, so PS4 is where I've been hanging out a lot lately, people. You haven't seen me in VR much. No real reason there. I don't know, I think it's just easier, and I have been streaming a fair bit on Twitch, so... but yeah, my game for the week that I've been sort of enjoying, reasonably new one that I've acquired, is called Wreckfest. And that's Wreck, W-R-E-C-K. So it's a demolition derby style game where there's events where you literally just are in a demolition derby. You start off on a ride-on lawnmower, which is awesome, and you just go to town. Last man standing. Oh, it's hilariously fun, and just the animation of the dudes on the mowers when they get hit and fly off and stuff is just freaking hilarious, fun to watch. And yeah, so you start off pretty basic, on a mower, and then you upgrade to a bigger car and stuff like that. I finally got myself a pickup, and you can upgrade a lot of aspects to the car, which is fun. So you can add armor, roll cages, you can upgrade all your engine components, a lot of appearance stuff, paint jobs and fenders you can add, and different wheels, and so that stuff makes it sort of fun too, because your earnings that you get you can spend on your cars, and different cars for different type races. You'll have a small car race, so you only have a small car, which I got the Firefly. It's really cool looking, but it's weak as piss because I've not spent any money on making it stronger or faster. I just made it look really cool at the beginning. And then I've got a really, really tough, fast truck. And then I've got an all-rounder as well, which has got a cool paint job as well. But, I spent like an hour the other night just changing the paint jobs on all my cars,
oh, wow.
Just because there's so many different options, you change the design and then the color, and then you can mix and match a few different things. Like, there's not a heap of options, but I think you unlock them as you go. So, it's like skins for them, I suppose. So, yeah, a bit of fun there. There's a multiplayer mode on there too, which I haven't delved into just yet. I'm sort of getting into the career, so I can unlock the cars that I'll need to go into tournaments and stuff like that. There's like online tournaments, there's multiplayer modes and stuff, so that'll be interesting playing with other players and seeing what it's really like, because I'd say it's going to be quite brutal with other than AI players, like computer players, CPU players, NPC players, that's what I mean. But even saying that, some of the NPC cars are fucking nuts. Like, I was playing one game, you know, it was a figure 8 race, and it's still demolition derby, so you can hit each other, knock each other off the track. You get bonuses for wrecking other cars during the course of the race. You got challenges, so it'll be inflict so much damage on another vehicle, destroy so many cars, depending on what the type of match is. And obviously, if it's a race, you want to win as well. And you know, you can, you know, I was practicing like the police takedown maneuver where you hit the back quarter panel and they spin out. I was practicing that on one of the races. Yeah, you get on the straight and they just weren't fast enough to overtake, so you just tap the back corner and spin them out. But then the thing was, that car would remember what you did to it. Yeah, even the NPC car. So when it did finally catch up to you, it had like a vendetta and wanted to just get you off the road. Hey, it was crazy. To the point where I had like, you'd be out in first and the whole rest of the pack is just trying to kill you. No matter what it takes, you know, they'd be wrecking themselves just to try and take you down, or, you know, they'd end up a massive pile up. The amount of times I've gone from first to last, like, just in front of the finish line, so aggravating. You're like, yes, you're winning the whole time, and then all these cars that you've pissed off throughout getting to the front have just, like, finally caught up and just, boos, pile up, and then just some random car just, like, sails over the finish line first. It's like, damn! But I've also been that car that sailed over the finish line, like, miraculously and won. I was like, oh my god. You know, so it is quite fun. Hey, there was just one. I'd sort of earmarked it a while ago as like a game to consider. I'd seen some videos, and the promotional videos looked really exciting for it. There's a heavy metal soundtrack, backing soundtrack, so it really gives you that, you know, real adrenaline sort of like, yeah, it gets you pumping for it. Hang on, let me just have a quick look here. Oh, you're on Fortnite now. Yeah. Brian was playing Wreckfest before, but yeah, no, the soundtrack's really engaging, especially when you know, it's just smashing into other cars relentlessly. But yeah, your cars take pretty realistic damage as well. So even though you're in a demolition derby, you've also got to your car's got to survive the length of the match as well. So that's another thing that you got to take into consideration. Like, you can just be in the middle, just smashing and getting smashed or whatever. You got to be smart about your crashing into people. You know, so you want to T-bone people essentially with your front, because you got bumper bars and stuff like that. Or if your front gets totaled, I noticed some NPCs doing it, driving around in reverse and then smashing into people with your back bumper bar because their front was all on fire and shit. No, you know. And you got like a little diagram on the side of your car and the panels and parts that are destroyed or wrecked or what condition they're in, you know, going from green through to red. So that's another thing that I thought was cool. It's like, well, that makes it more real, not that you can just go for X amount of hits no matter where it is on the car. It's more like if you get hit in the side regularly, you're going to blow up because, you know, it'd be like driving a real car. So yeah, that's another thing I really like about it, and I thought it was really, you know, one of those attention to detail things that I appreciate in a game. So yeah, that's my game for the week, and that one is, it's only cheap. It would only cost me about $10 on the PlayStation store. So yeah, if you're looking at getting it, otherwise, yeah, I don't know what it costs to buy the disc physically. I don't think I really see it out there much these days. I don't think it was one of those mass-produced games. The discs for them. So you mean like a new game? Oh, are you there?
Yeah, just new games in general.
New games in general, yeah, they're ranging. You know, if it's PS5, oh man, you're talking up to 100 plus Australian dollars. If it's like a special edition or I think COD, I think the new Call of Duty was, you know, 150, 160, and then I was looking on the on the PlayStation Plus app where I usually buy most of my stuff from, just online. You could get like editions with, you know, skins and all sorts of stuff for like $190. I think I saw one of the most expensive ones on there. I was like, oh my god, you know. it's starting to get pay to win with those sorts of games these days.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Which, you know, takes the enjoyment out of it for me, because I was a COD player for a while, when it was skill based and not as many you know, cheaters and hackers and shit on there. Because yeah, it was enjoyable. You know, I had a good squad of decent players, and we could get a fair way into that game. If we died, you know, usually it was a legit battle, and you know, the better men won. But towards the end, it was like you were getting sniped through walls from a kilometre away. It's like, yeah, nah, this isn't fun anymore. You know what I mean? Or you wouldn't even land some games. You just get smacked out of the sky. It's like, oh, that was cool. Your whole team wiped in seconds. Yeah, so...
Yeah, it's crazy nowadays.
It is. Like, I follow and watch quite a few streamers on Facebook and Twitch that play COD. And just watching them play alone, like, they have to be so sweaty to get anywhere in those games. And even sometimes they're getting smoked by cheaters and hackers in some of the lobbies, even still now. They just... I was listening to them whinge about it. You know, they'll always find a way around, you know, when they fix these ways that the hackers are, you know, cheating on these games, they'll still find other ways of getting around it, you know.
Yeah, man.
These guys are making great money for it, I assume, you know, so, you know, if there's a market out there, people willing to pay, it'd be like having a full-time job just trying to work your way around, you know, firewalls and all that sort of technical stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, it's crazy. But, you know, again, that's what I love about where we are now, the beautiful VR world. You don't have people have too much of a desire to want to be cheating in this sort of environment.
I think it's also like miles harder. Like, it's not easy
definitely
whatsoever.
that. Yeah, well, there'd be a lot more money have to be put into just develop stuff for these games, you know, for VR. So yeah, I suppose it's probably more of a cost thing at the moment. I don't know. Maybe if in the future VR starts to come down in price across the board and becomes more accepted and realized and, you know, widely used amongst the community, maybe we might start seeing more hackers and scammers and stuff like that out there, trying to take advantage of people and make money, stuff like that, you know. Who knows? I hope it doesn't, but
in the end it will, but
well, unfortunately, you know, there's always, you know, the bad people out there that, you know, just want to make money off someone else's misfortune, or, you know, try and outsmart other people by, you know,
AKA
getting their information or what it may be. Cheaters and hackers. Yeah, they're out there in the digital world, unfortunately. You know, there's places they can't access for now, but like I said, these people are, you know, it's their day job, and you know, they're just out there looking for ways in. You know, they're looking for a little, I don't know the terms, but yeah, looking for weaknesses in your firewalls and shit. So yeah, we got to be aware of that being a possibility for the future. But hey, who knows? Maybe never, you know. But
hopefully not for a long time.
Yeah, not for a long time. Hopefully. Yeah, we're lucky as thus far. Yeah, let's go with that one. So yeah, that's my game review for the week. Wreckfest. If you don't have it, give it a look. It's quite a good game. Quite cheap to buy right now. And yeah, actually, that's what I meant to say. If you've ever played an old game called Crash, that will bring you back to the sort of the style of the game. This is just a much more developed version of it. You know, more. So I'm actually playing through the career. So you start off like you would in any sort of racing career. You start off driving like a 50cc mower, then you move up in class as a car, and you got to win, you know, a certain amount of points throughout the season to progress onto regionals and then nationals and so on and so on and so on. So that's another thing I like with the progression. It sort of, you know, gets your driving going better and better. Hence why I haven't started multiplayer, because I just don't want to get owned over and over and over by good players. And have to resist the urge to go, "You're cheating, man." No, not that I do that. I never call people cheaters. Unless I know for sure. Unless I can watch a replay where I can see them with walls on or, that sort of thing. But, yeah. I try and avoid games where there are going to be hackers and cheaters myself, with out in the console world. Yeah.
And there's only so much you can do with them,
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I just choose to take the high road and bail. You probably noticed me do that from time to time in places. Discord servers, games for something. Sometimes I'll take a hiatus just because of the people that'll frequent at certain times. Like, yep, okay, I know you're on at this time and this time. I'll make sure I'm not. Just do that. Just avoid the conflict. It's not worth it. We're all here for a good time essentially. So if that means me and you not being in the same room at the same time, that's what we got to do. That's what we'll do. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. There are people out there that love it though. That do love that spicy conflict that we do see from time to time. Yeah. Oh, it even happens in PlayStation. Some of the friends that I have on PlayStation, I'll listen to their Discord chats in the background. I'm just like, oh my god. And I'm gonna say, nah, I'm not, because I know one of these people listens to the podcast. You know who you are. You ladies are fucking vicious. That's all I'm gonna say. She'll know who it is. I'm gonna cop shit over that one. But it's totally worth it. I'm not going to name names, but yeah, you girls are hilarious to listen to, especially when they get fired up. But yeah, that's just one of the. I can see your cards, man. No, you're totally going to win this hand. You're 2 aces.
You can. Hey, no screen cheating.
Are they aces? Definitely one ace.
No, they aren't aces. Oh, so yeah, you can actually see my card. This when I flick them over like that, where you can
see. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna win this hand, but.
Gotcha. It looked like you had 2 aces, but it looked like they were both. The cards. The hearts are like that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What do we got? But yeah, no. Yeah, I enjoyed chatting to people and having a good time and getting involved. But yeah, when it starts getting vicious and venomous, yeah. I'll tend to leave. I'll tend to bail on that shit.
Yeah.
I left the whole clan in Spark for that. It's like, yeah, nah, not worth it. Not worth it. Because it makes it unenjoyable.
I got more kick than anything, but I probably would have left pretty soon after.
Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the shit. That was part of the reason why I left too. Because like I was seeing that shit. People getting treated like fucking garbage. I'm like, I made friends with all these people. It was bizarre, but hence why we're all off and doing other things and having a great time.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like I've been slack. I haven't played much Spark myself.
I don't
Get
think
on
a lot of
occasionally.
Have.
But in saying that, when I had them popping in, I've been seeing more variety and new people in the game.
Yeah.
Australian people. Lately, my lobby's been, people from here, which is nice because it's pretty rare for me to come across Australians on Spark.
Absolutely.
Because it is a kind of I almost call it obscure in the fact that unless you go looking for it, it's hard to come by the game. I think I don't even know. I think I got it in a pack with that and another couple of games. Like I spent so much money to get 3 or 4 games or something, and that was one of the games. Like it was a combat pack game or something, or a multiplayer madness or something like that from Oculus or no App Store. Would it have been App Store? It would have been, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the App Lab.
The App Lab, sorry, App Lab. So yeah, and that's how I was like, oh yeah, that's whatever. All the games. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just get whatever I can get, and yeah, no, one of the most played games that I have, I gotta say, on there. The mechanics are good. We may as well talk about this game. We know it too well. This gun reminds me of the game. I keep looking at it, thinking about it. So like you got the death roulette. It's a great great revolver to have in the game. I've watched Cookie, snipe so many people with it across the map. I've done it myself.
Yeah.
I'm more of a scope guy, but at the same time, I'm happy to run with one of those and do just as much damage. It's all about the headshots. Yeah.
While we're on the topic of Spark, I do need to let Spark players in on an unfortunate thing.
Yes, get your Spark news here, ladies and gentlemen. All the Spark news.
So here's your little tidbit of Spark information. Well, if you don't already know who I am, I'm the community lead of Spark. That basically means I'm I call myself the co-owner.
Pretty much. You're active.
I work all that stuff. The person who runs the Spark Discord actually left the company not too long ago, so we're getting little to no
support
updates on
their
Discord.
Yep.
So, and it was unfortunate, they were super nice, even if I never truly knew them. They were very nice.
Yeah, it's a shame when people leave. It happens. But Cookie is your go-to guy for all things Spark. If you want to know anything, hit this guy up. He's very informative, very responsive. Never really leaves anyone hanging from what I've seen.
Unless I'm forced, unless I'm legitimately forced or can't,
unless he's in trouble in the real world.
Yes, exactly.
Unless something's gone wrong in in reality that we have to be in on occasion.
Those are the only conditions to which I will not respond to you.
Exactly, man. Hey, I get banned on occasion, and I'm a married man. If I spend too much in here, it's like, hey, come on, man. Virtual reality. What about the real reality? The lawn needs to be mowed. Yeah, unfortunately. And you need to eat. You can't eat this fake stuff in here, unfortunately. This coffee isn't really.
If only.
Isn't quite, waking me up like a real one would. But yeah, it's still fun to pretend.
Absolutely.
So what else do we need to cover? Got our games there. Our reviews. I might even put a little blurb in there. So if you're listening to this, you're going to be able to access this podcast in a couple of different forms. You're going to be able to hear it in just the audio version on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You'll also be able to access this video and see... Oh, he disappeared. Cookie. Ah, he disappeared. You'll be able to access this video via YouTube. You'll be able to access video via Cookie's page and my page. Alright, so we've got Cookie probably calling me now. I don't know what happened there. Where'd you go? That's alright. I'm still recording so people can hear this. We'll wrap it up anyway. I was going to say we should probably wrap it up soon anyway. And I started doing the where you can find the podcast. But anything you want to say to everyone before we go, man? Yeah, man. That went really quick. Yeah, bloody oath, man. We'll try and keep this a regular thing, everybody. Cookie and I just need to be on top of our schedules, and we can definitely fit this in. Maybe once a week. I don't know. We'll see how we go. We'll be reviewing games, VR and PlayStation. And we're happy for any suggestions from listeners and viewers of the podcast. So you'll be able to check us out on AddictedtoCooke, spelled exactly the way it says on his name tag. That's Cookie with a OOKE, no I, and all one word. And you can also check it out on I don't think I will put it on my YouTube. I think we'll keep it exclusive on Cookie's podcast, on Cookie's YouTube channel, I'll put a link on my YouTube, but you'll be able to communicate with us via the Discord channel for Uncle Carnage. Who knows, we may even need a new Discord server eventually. We'll see how we go. And anybody want to shout us out, talk to us, yep, you can find us on the Discord channels. We'll put links there for you all, and I think that's everything. Have I mentioned everything? Have I forgotten to mention anything? Anyone? I think that's everything, everyone. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, man, it's been great catching up with you, and till next time, we'll leave it at that. Alright, buddy. Yeah, see you later, everybody, and we'll see you again soon for more Cookie Carnage. Peace out. Alright, brother. Take it easy. I'll talk to you soon, eh? Alright. You too, man. Have a good night. I'll have a good day. See you, bro. Bye.